Gage, welcome. We need that money. Yes, we do. We certainly do. We've got 1 minute to go here. Good afternoon, Jeremy. We've got 1 minute. 1 minute countdown here. Let's see what happens. Hello, Wozniewski. Jay, good to have you. Good afternoon, Silver Fox, Bagman. Good afternoon, Sean, Sheila. Good afternoon, Ryan, Kathy. Hey, Ron. All is going well. We've got 10 seconds here before we get the market closed, and we'll see what some of these do. Let's see if we get any press releases. I'm wondering if CLRO is going to pop back up again here in after hours. RAYA. RAYA popped up a little bit. RAYA. It's up 36% right off the bat. Low volume, but it's running. RAYA. Big echo on TikTok, huh? Sorry about that. Not sure what's going on with RAYA, but it's climbing. JD Dealer. I got a few people commenting here on TikTok saying there's no echo on their end. Metametz, we start at, on the website, we start at 6:45 a.m. Eastern Time. 6:45 on the website. Now on TikTok, I don't usually log in till about 7:30. Awesome. Not sure what's pushing RAYA. If somebody's got some news on that, feel free to share, but I don't see what's causing that to go up. It's not as strong as it was. Website, yes, wolfpackcommunity.com. Just like it sounds, wolfpackcommunity.com. There's a link to it on my TikTok profile. You click on that, it'll take you over to the website. Then you just have to subscribe to the live trading, and then you'll have access to it. Not sure what's causing RAYA to go up. It just 3 million public float. I don't know. It is certain it's going up. I can't explain it, but Linda, good afternoon. How are you doing? Been a long time since we chatted. How's the weather in Indiana? Warm, I hope. We're all here. All right. Good to have you with us, Kimba. Sunny. Nice. Good deal. The J. Crew's here. Raymond Burns. Hello, Wolfpack. And good afternoon to you. Jeremy took Raya, R-A-Y-A, from 123 to 137. Said he was a little scared to hold on to it any longer than that. Um, I don't know why it's going up. I don't see any press releases. If somebody's got one, by all means share. Um, I don't see any reason for it to be going up. Let's see. CYTH popping a little bit here. Again, no apparent reason. Nothing happening on our micro float list to speak of. Nothing there. Peter took RAYA from 123 to 160. Yeah, I just don't quite know why that was going up. VRM, fourth quarter financials. It's a $18 stock. PSTX announces FDA orphan drug designation. And that's on PSTX. Orphan drug designation. Typically, that's not huge news, but in a slow after hours where nothing is running, retail might jump into that and try and force it to move. PSTX. CYTH going up on financials. CYTH. Still going up. It's gone from $1.68 to $2.10. Raya coming back down. Could have been just a typical pump and dump. CYTH, again, still going up on financials. CYTH. SPRO, fourth quarter financials. Popped up a little bit, but no volume. Looking for a volume runner with some news. We've got a few of them that have news. Not seeing anything. RAYA still coming down. CYTH still going up on financials. ZCAR is popping. Take a look at ZCAR. ZCAR, ZCAR. Popped up a little bit here. Should I say it again? CYTH going up on financials. LSF. ZCAR, hard to borrow. Don't see any reason for that one to be going up. I don't see any press releases on that one, on ZCAR. Let me mention this one again. CYTH going up on financials. Rhea, nothing. Age, that one's up a little bit. Nothing to see here. Rhea still coming down. CYTH. It's only fair that I say it again. CYTH going up on financials. You guys are going to get tired of me saying that. ZCAR is not doing a whole lot. PATH, P-A-T-H. Let's take a look at that one. P-A-T-H. Got a nice little pop here going on. P-A-T-H. On news. Fourth quarter revenues. It's kind of a spike up, drop, spike up, drop. It's not looking real good at the moment. My screen just went black, so I'm going to have to refresh my screen again. That might get annoying if that keeps doing that. Let me pull up a press release here. CYTH. Nothing there. Rhea. Nothing. That's going sideways. Evoke. Nothing. We're looking. We's a looking. We're only 11 minutes into this, so still plenty of time. PATH is in a free fall. Yes, it is. PATH is in a free fall. It is bouncing all over the place. PATH, P-A-T-H, they see their fiscal year 25 revenues being at $1.55 billion. So that's the news on that one. And it is bouncing all over the place, man. It's a $25 stock, but it's just all over. From 23 to 25, back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of going wacky. Huge swings on this one. Great big swings. What is news we got on CYCC? Released fourth quarter financials. FRGT spiking up a little bit here in after hours. Starting to get some juice here. Let's hope there's a little bit more gas in the engine. I'd like to see that pop back up over 2. PATH, PATH, is starting to climb. It's had some wild swings between 23 and 26. It's finally back up to 27. GRWG, Engaged Lake Street, capital markets to advise us in this process. Restore solutions segment. Not seeing anything interesting there. Path is slowly climbing up my list. PATH. It's at 27.18. What's the float on this one? From what I'm seeing, the float on Path is 419 million. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's a chunk. That is a chunk. FOSL. Fossil Group, FOSL. They got a little bump up on a press release, but there's no volume coming in on it at the moment. Not something I'd be interested in right at the moment. SPRC, yes, still. OPTT, financials. Looks like RAYA might be trying to curl back up. Let's hope so. CYTH still coming down. IVP popped up for no apparent reason. Not a lot moving here. PATH, nothing. CYTH continues to drop. Rhea, not doing anything. Going to be a slow after hours here from the looks of things. Yes, earnings on Path, PATH. That's what's causing that one to move. Like to see my little FRGT take off. That'd be rather satisfying. Yeah, Doodle, I saw that. I saw a couple of videos about that. They were saying the House of Representatives passed unanimously almost the bill to ban TikTok. And now it has to go to the Senate. And if they pass it, then it'll go to the president's desk for him to sign it. And he's already said he would sign it. So we don't know what's going to happen with TikTok, but I seriously doubt they are going to ban TikTok. But who knows? You know, the world's a wacky place. Rhea curling back up again. Back up to 148. This might just take off. Some news on Boxel here. Let's see what Boxel's got to say. You little bastard. Sit still. Sit still, you little... There we go. Fourth quarter revenues on Boxel. BOXL. Nothing there, though, to see. Rhea trying desperately to get over 150. OPTT. OPTT. This is a financial, it's going up on financials. OPTT going up. Um, Rhea. Come on, baby. Pop up there. OPTT coming down now. Sith popping. Path at 26. That needs to get over 27.5. I think if we can pop over 27.5 on this one, I think we see a nice little jump. But yeah, they passed that bill in the House of Representatives to ban TikTok, and it was a pretty overwhelming yes vote. Yeah, there's too much money in TikTok. Um, there's just too much money in TikTok. There's too many people making a lot of money off of this, including, I mean, if you look at all the people in the Senate, in the House of Representatives that use TikTok, that have TikTok accounts, I don't think they're going to. If they ban TikTok, it would shock me, like really, really shock me. I just don't see it happening. But like I said, the world is a wacky place sometimes. Um, so I don't think they will, but I guess if they decide they're going to, I heard some rumor too that Trump wanted to buy TikTok. But you're right. I think if it got to the point where it was starting to look like the vote was going to go in the right way, and they were going to, it looked like the end was near and they're going to shut down TikTok, somebody will step in and buy TikTok. There's a billionaire somewhere that will buy TikTok so that it's not a China company, and problem solved. So yep, I think they're just going to change ownership. Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank said he would buy it. It'll just change ownership. It's I don't think they're going to shut it down. It somebody will step in and buy it long before it gets shut down. And then they won't have the excuse that it's a Chinese company and blah blah blah. So I think it's safe. I think it's safe. OPTT. There we go. OPTT popping. Again, this is on financials. That was at 29 cents. When I said it was going to pop up on financials, and it just hit 47. It's up 59% right now. Rhea still coming down. UMAC popped up a little bit for no apparent reason. Age, EVOC, Sith is coming down. GLTO, SPRO, Path going sideways. OPTT seems to be the one that's getting a little bit of attention right now. OPTT still climbing. It's at 49 now. B. Carter took OPTT from 36 to 47. J-Rock is another buddy gift. Oh, very cool. Welcome, J-Rock. OPTT. We're up 72% on this one already. We're up 80%. We just hit 80% increase just in after hours alone on this one. Gave that one to you at about 30 cents, right? It was right around 30 cents, and we just hit 52. Let's see if we can push it up, get it up in the 60s or 70s. That'd make a nice little profit after hours. Get it up over 100%. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. Rhea still coming down. Sith not performing. Let's find some of these other after hours monsters. Path is going sideways. It's a big nothing. Nothing on our micro float list that seems to be moving much. Nothing there. OPTT pulling back a little bit. Let's see if this is just a pullback or if this is going to dump. Everything else is dumped so far. Everything else has climbed up really nice for a very short amount of time, like 4 or 5 minutes. Had a beautiful climb and then dumped. Wow, Peter, OPTT, took it from 34 cents to 50 cents on 10,000 shares. Do the math on that one. That's a nice little chunk of profit for a Wednesday afternoon. Sound is flying. S-O-U-N. S-O-U-N. Take a look. Sound. S-O-U-N. It's up 7.9%. Oh, what did FSR do to piss everybody off? Oh, FSR. Electric vehicle startup, Fisker, prepares for possible bankruptcy filing. That's not good. And of course, that stock has tanked on that news. Not good at all. Sound still running, S-O-U-N. We're up to $9.33, 35 cents. That started our after hours run here at $8.63. And we're now up to $9.35. So we might get a full dollar out of this one. Might get a full $1. So keep an eye on Sound. All right, still watching OPTT to see if this reverses. I'd like to see it reverse. Path. Another press release on their revenues for Path. They're basically saying they beat on their estimates. on demand for digital AI offerings. Kind of expected that one to bounce a little higher than it did. Keep an eye on sound. It's all over the place. 931. See if we can break 950 on this one. Sean bought Sound at 689 before earnings. Nice trade. Very nice. That's a great entry. Still curious to see if OPTT is going to get up. I'd love that to hit 60 in after hours here. Age. And there's just not a lot that's competing in terms of percentages. Nothing really competing with OPTT. And it's coming down, and it's still up 49%. Everything else is up, but it's up like 6%, 7%. We've got a couple over 10%. UAA press release announces leadership transition. That's Under Armour, for those of you that are not aware of that. UA, Under Armour leadership transition. SPRO. That's not going anywhere. OPTT is coming down again after about 4 minutes of consolidation. It's finally decided to turn south. I think OPTT might be done. Let me refresh my memory here on the press release. That was a financials. Let's see. Checking out our micro float list. Nothing moving up there either. Pretty slow right now. Pretty darn slow in after hours. Not seeing a whole lot that's moving. You didn't call it out at the open. Which one are you talking about, Fred? Tello float? Don't have anything on that. Yeah, I don't have anything on that one. Sound? You didn't call it out at the open. You talking about calling it out at the open of after hours? If that's what you mean, that no, I did not call that out at the beginning of after hours on sound. The guys were calling it out on our live stream feed. The guys have been calling it out on the live stream feed. I just repeated what I was seeing on the live stream feed. FSR is tanking over news. Darius Sith may have received a patent not announced by the company yet, but links to it are in the StockTwits board for what it's worth. Thank you very much for that. Joe sold MDAI today for a profit of $2.20. Profit at 220. All right. Good deal. All right, let's go back to you didn't call out sound until a few minutes ago. That is correct. Everybody seems really concerned about that. So I'll repeat it. I did not call out sound at 4 o'clock. I did not call out sound at 4 o'clock. The guys on our message board, on our website, on our live stream, were mentioning sound shortly after 4 o'clock, and they were talking about it and getting into it, but I didn't mention it until later on after that. So just everybody seems concerned that I didn't call that one out. My apologies for missing one. No, I don't need a moderator over there. Oh, you're right, Alex. Alex just reminded me on our message feed that I didn't call out sound at 4 o'clock. Well, at least you guys got me laughing here this afternoon. Jay wants his money back. Jay wants his money back, doggone it. Michael. All right, this one makes me feel better now. Now I feel justified on sound. Michael over on YouTube says Wolfpack called out sound 2 weeks ago when he got into it at $3.73. And it's now $9.36. So I think Michael did pretty well on that one. And he says, "Thank you, Wolfpack." And you can take that to the bank. That's right, Sandy. Scott, welcome. Thank you. Scott just signed up on the Wolfpack live stream. And he says Jay Diamond sent him over. Sound now up to 944. Oh God. We were talking about sound weeks ago. And yeah. Yes, welcome Scott. Everybody's welcoming Scott into the group here on our message thread. That is awesome. Thank you, Jay. We're at 944 on sound that I didn't call out. Don't forget you didn't call it out. No, I won't forget. Nobody's letting me forget that I didn't call that out. Calling it out 2 weeks ago and telling everybody to buy it doesn't count. You have to call it out on the day that it rips. Cody says, I stepped away for a bit. Why in the world did Jeff miss calling out sound? These guys are having way too much fun with this one now. They're having way too much fun with me at my expense here. All right, back to business. Back to business. OPTT still coming down. That's a big nothing burger. Hood. 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 Climbing. Reports monthly operating data for February 2024. Trading volumes up 36%. Hood. Scott wants to know if you fall down in the woods and there's nobody to hear it, does it still make a sound? Oh. Oh my. My, oh my, oh my. Jeff, I took OPTT from 45 to 37. Can I get a refund? This sound suspicious. All the sound puns are coming at me like crazy here on our live feed over here. Hood still going up. HOOD. Robin Hood. Now we've got, thank you, David. Um, we've got a few people that are on that one, on here, HEAR. Some of the Wolf Pack was already on that one. They put out a press release. Let me read that to you. Turtle Beach, and it was ticker symbol HEAR, announces definitive agreement to acquire PDP for $118 million. And they also issued an updated fiscal year 24 guidance to reflect the acquisition. This is on HEAR, sitting at $13.48. Yeah, Cody, you're absolutely right. That'll pop if they end up not filing. If they announce that they've found a different way to go and they're not going to file for bankruptcy, that'll definitely pop. I'm missing all kinds of comments on here. All right. But thank you, David, for mentioning here. We did have a couple of people that saw it when you posted it and started chatting about it on our website. So people are paying attention. PRST. That one's flying as well. PRST's bumping up a little bit. Hood. Now you can't say I didn't mention Hood. Now doggone it. Can't have two of those in one session. Somebody just commented that I was missing comments. They said maybe you should turn up the sound. Yeah, the puns are flying at me. They're having a lot of fun with that. We've got J-Rock with us here on our live stream. Welcome to have you, my friend. Heard some good things about you from Jay, and glad to have you join us. Been kind of a slow after hours here. We haven't had a whole lot happening. We haven't gotten any of those really beautiful press releases that we like to trade on. OPTT still down. PRST still climbing. But give J-Rock a follow, man. Go check him out. Let me pin his comment. There, I pinned his comment. Give him a follow, J-Rock. Pop on over there. I've heard some really good things about him. When do you go live, J-Rock? Pacific Standard Time. All right. J-Rock goes live. Let me pin this comment as well. Goes live at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. So you'll have to do the math if you're on Eastern time. But 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That would be what? That would be 7 a.m. Am I correct in saying that? 7 a.m. Eastern Time to 11:30. It's J Rock Stocks. Make sure you get that right. Let me pin that comment as well. There, I just pinned the comment. J Rock Stocks. J Rock Stocks. Heard a lot of really good things about him, so go check him out. And we will definitely consider him a friend of the Wolf Pack for sure, without question. So give him a follow and check him out. PFIE financial report. PFIE, no volume on that. Do I need to call E-Trade to be able to trade pre-market and post-market? No, you don't. You just have to sign their disclosure. You go on to E-Trade, they have a form on, just go to the main website where your account's at, not the trading platform, just the account, main website where your account's at. And under form, I think there's a tab there labeled forms. Click on that and search for pre-market agreement. And then it's just a form that says pre-market trading is risky and it's volatile and you should be careful and blah, blah, blah. And all you have to do is click on it like an electronic signature, click on it, and then you can trade pre-market and after hours. That's all you have to do. And then, of course, when you fill out your order ticket, make sure that your order ticket in the morning has extended hours, specifically says extended hours on it, or pre-market. I think on E-Trade it says extended hours. Otherwise, your ticket, when you put it in, will get put on hold until the market opens. I think you just got a gift, a crown or something. Did I get a gift? I don't think I've ever gotten a gift. PRST, worth watching in the after hours. Yep. It's moving up to 33 now. Saw a crown pop up. Huh. I'll have to check that out, see what that's all about. I don't think I've ever gotten a Path. Just made it up to 2. PA just made 2. You got a hat and a mustache that time. I'm not seeing anything. Why can't I see those? If people are putting those on there, why can't I see them? That's kind of weird. All I see is hearts going up from people hitting the like button. Path, now up to 2643. Let's see if we can get it up to 2650. That seems to be a very critical spot right there at 2650. Definitely need to break through that 2650 on Path. We're at 2650 right now on the ass. Let's see what happens when it breaks through that. You might need to check your TikTok account. It might be full of money. Well, I doubt that. That would be kind of cool to find out one day you had a couple $1,000 in your TikTok account you didn't know about. Chris, did you mention sound yet? um, PRST. Peter took it from 26 to 34. That's a nice solid little trade. OPTT, nothing. Motor Oil says Ford is going to go up soon. PRST 28 to 31. Thanks again, Alex. I saw the cap that time. I saw it that time. That's kind of cool. How do you guys do that? I've never seen anybody be able to do that. You need 400,000 diamonds to get 2K. Huh. I don't know that I even have one diamond. I don't even know what that is. Blitz says, "Oh, that one's cool. Those lights are kind of cool." BLL 717 says he just seen a post that Rumble, YouTube's competitor, made an offer on TikTok. No kidding, Jeremy. I didn't know that. Well, just keep right on doing it. If that's sending me money, just keep right on and do it, and the beers are on me then. When we all get together on the beach. Old news from this morning. Okay, gotcha. I knew Sandy'd be on that. Anybody tell you you're amazing, Sandy? Has anybody told you that today yet? Yes, you need to check your account. Yes, I'm going to check that. Twice. Nice. That's 2 times more than me. Oh, Peter, that's a funny one. Alex, one of our Wolfpack members, mentioned PRST earlier. And Peter says, "Thanks, Alec, for PRST. Would have had a great day if somebody would have alerted on sound." Oh, too funny. You guys are just too funny. Yeah, I better check before they ban TikTok. Where does everybody go? It's a serious question. That's a serious question. Where does everybody go for this kind of content if they ban TikTok? If nobody buys it, does everybody go to Twitch? Do they go to YouTube? Instagram? Because this platform, this type of platform, this video format that they do, they don't have any place else. They should go to church. Yeah, that's true. Other traders going to Instagram. Well, I have an Instagram account. I have a YouTube account. I don't do Twitch. I've never even seen it, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I don't know where everybody will go. We'll get kicked off in off Instagram. Yeah, I guess the only place would Kevin O'Leary said he'd buy it if it went on the market. Madeira Beach. There you go. Probably Instagram or YouTube. Yeah, that would be my guess. Instagram or YouTube. I like I like Jeff's idea of Madeira Beach. I think that's where we should all go. That's a nice little beach area. Well, I've got an Instagram account and I've got a YouTube account, so if they boot us off of there, I'll be in one of those two places, but I'll also be on the website. That's a guarantee. So they can ban all of them and we'll still be live. They could ban all of them and we'll still be live on the website. Never forget that. Oh my. Yeah, this has been rather slow. That 2K you got cost the gifters 12K. TikTok kept the difference. What a deal. Yeah. That's a pretty good business plan right there. All the more reason to get subscribed. That is true. You got a screenshot of your gift on Discord. Well, you'll have to send that to me. I'm interested in hearing that, seeing it rather. Well, we have talked in the past, months and months ago. In fact, we talked about it long before I ever moved to Florida, about all of us getting together and meeting up for a day on the beach. Pratt going up, P-R-A-T. Take a look, P-R-A-T. P-R-A-T. P-R-S-T. About to break 36. We hit 36.5. We might get enough volume on this one. And that wasn't on much volume either. If we get a decent amount of volume on that, we could push that up to 40 cents. But yeah, we talked about getting together down here and finding a beach that we can all hang out at and get some cold drinks. Maybe make a whole weekend of it at a hotel. A hotel right on the beach, and make a weekend of it of talking shop and having some cold drinks, getting some sunshine. I think that would be a blast. Key West is a good place for drinks. You're not joking. Cody coming to Indian Rocks this Saturday, staying until March 26th. Awesome. Yeah, I'm all for it. I am all for it. We'll have to get together and figure out how to plan it, and we might have to do it several times. Might have to do it several times because we've got a whole bunch of people from all over Florida, both sides, both coasts. Yeah, I don't know if people would use their real names. Maybe we have to get name tags. Name tag with your real name on it and your screen name. Or maybe just everybody goes by their screen names all weekend. Mo says he'd come down from Minnesota. for a beach day, beach weekend. Jungle's in Tampa. See, everybody is right here. Spy took a nice dump at close, down to 516. That's about where it was at this morning, I think. Chris Waters is Chris Waters. Terry says he'll be down from Ohio. Sean said he'll bring the wallpaper. Chad says he's in Minnesota and Cape Coral. Chad says, name the time, I'm there. If it's a place on the Gulf where I can bring my boat, I will. Nice. Peter said he'll bring window blinds. So we've got windows, we've got wallpaper and window blinds. That's really awesome of you guys. You think Spy's coming down, Algotick? You know what? I'm getting a lot of comments. Milf Hunter Jerry says he'll bring the Dr. Pepper. Who's bringing the monsters? I'll bring the monsters, I guess. I'm probably the only one that'll drink them. PRST, we need to get back to that. That's at 34. Pixie climbed up but fell. Looks like it's pushing back up again. Alex is in. Hunter J, more importantly, I'll bring the beer. PRST is trying. Terry says he'll bring the guitars. Is it okay for real old people to attend? Absolutely. Absolutely. We can gain a lot of wisdom. Absolutely. Yeah, and we're all old. So there you go. Some of us are just more seasoned than others. Armando says he'll bring his accordion. Alex will bring the Cinnabon coffee creamer. We're going to be set, you know. We're going to be fine. We are going to be fine. Now the hotel staff, on the other hand, they may not appreciate the wolf pack. Oh, we are all old. Oh my. Well, PRST is trying to push up. It is really trying hard. Did you play CXA? You mean GXAI? Yes. Yes, on GXAI. I'll go check. Still a bag holder of Iova? GXAI. Yes. That was a monster this morning. We might all be in the 40 plus or 50 plus range, right? Yep, that Peter, that would be about right. It's looking good, but you didn't call it out. Oh, I don't think I'm ever going to hear the end of that. That's okay. You guys are making fun of me, you're not making fun of somebody else. SPRC still holding that bag too. FRGT still down. Um, what's my knack? Remember knack? I think I mentioned that one before. That's a long hold for me. It's a little lottery play. Let me see where that one's at. I saw it was up today. I was up like $1,000 on it today, but I think it dropped. Yeah, it dropped back down to 32. Yeah, that was up around 35 cents this morning, today, this afternoon. That added like another 1,000 or 1,300 into my account. But it fell back down again. Yes, it will get called out when it runs, I promise. What happens after CLRO pays their dividend? If the stock is still running, people will stay in it. But I would I would venture to guess, and it's just a guess, that after the payout happens, it's going to tank. If anybody disagrees with that, um, I'd love to hear why you think it would continue going after the dividend payout. But I think after the dividend payout, I think it just absolutely tanks. So we're going to have to be on the ball with that one. We're going to have to be on the ball for sure. FSR plunging more than 40% after bankruptcy report. Let's look at after hours PRST back to 35. Let's see if we can push it up. PRST is trying to climb up again. Oh gosh. Yeah, the best price would be 50 cents. Then you're buying it for free. Absolutely. That's why it got so hot when it was around a buck or less than a buck, because everybody was like, heck, I can buy it for a buck and get a 50-cent return on it right off the bat. That's good money. That's smart money. That's a guaranteed 50% return on your investment. That's massive. So I'm sure there was people loading heavy real low. I got mine at 131, and I know I loaded up pretty good on them. That's a pretty decent return. So even if it drops back to 131, I'm still feeling pretty good about it. And quite honestly, if it drops below that, if it drops back down to $1, I'll buy a bunch more. Because like I said, if I can buy shares at $1 and then get a 50 cent dividend on those stocks, that's a 50% return on that investment. Plus the return that I may get on the shares that I bought if the price goes up a little bit. So it's almost a guaranteed good play. The lower you can get it, obviously, the better. Yeah, you're right, Jim. It does seem too good to be true, but with any luck, we'll play this smart and we'll get out unscathed with a little bit of green in our pockets. That's the hope. Let's see. Where is that stock? What was the volume on that thing today? Trying to decide what sounds good for supper. Just looking for CLRO here. Might have to go with a Subway sandwich. That sounds pretty good too. Deer burgers and asparagus. Hmm. Yeah, get paid and get out. That is the Wolfpack way. Chicken parmesan. Yum. That sounds good too. CLRO. Well, we're back up over 2 on CLRO. Got pretty decent volume today. AUUD popping. Take a look. AUUD. It's a microfloat. AUUD. Thank you, Sandy. Do we know why it's popping? Hmm. Kind of unusual for it just randomly pop up like that at 5:15 in the afternoon. Huh. Very unusual. Yeah, it popped up almost $1. I don't know. Keep an eye on it. Anytime any of these micro floats start getting fidgety, it's time to keep an eye on them. AUUD. Microfloat gets fidgety, you start paying attention because when they pop really hard and really nice. Man, I am not seeing anything. This has been, it's been very quiet after hours here. There's not been a lot going on. We had a few that popped up quickly, looked great, looked like they were going to be amazing, and then tanked on us. PRST is a good example of that. Oh man, I'm just not seeing anything really moving quickly here. 12.7 sound looks like it's trying to push again. Sound is slowly inching back up. Keep an eye on it. We're up to 980 on this now. We might smack $10 with that. AUUD back to 340. Announced a partnership yesterday. I would have expected. See, it didn't do anything today. It performed really poorly today. It was down, what, 271, 266 area. So it really didn't do nothing until just about 10 minutes to 5. It started just getting little tiny pops here and there. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, somebody came in and paid the ask price and smacked it up. Jersey Mike's. There's one in Zephyr Hills. Yes, there is. They got good subs too. Well, I wish I could have given you guys something a little bit more tasty here. Something with a little meat and potatoes that you could sink your teeth into and make some good money on. Look at sound. We're going to get that $10. Are you sounding off? Sound. Come on. We're at 994. Hey, I called this at 990. So I think that's a pretty good call. Great call on sound. Oh. Pixie, moving up. Hey, check out sound. Let's see. Pixie. Yeah, Pixie was moving. Popped up to what? 452 before it started falling. Gales, I bought sound 590 at $597 profit on that one. Oh, 597 per share. Gotcha. I didn't see the period on there. 597 is pretty damn good. That is a good entry. $9.99 on sound. There's $10. Look at that. Already made 10 cents from where I called it out. There's the 10. 10:08. That's 18 cents for my call out. I know how to call them out. 10:13. Look at that. You know what? If I call this thing, I called this at 9.90. If this stock runs to 20 bucks, I'm going to look like a genius. Base hit. We got a base hit on sound. We're up 30 cents already on sound for my call out. Just that quick. 30 quick cents scalp on that. Just that fast. Have a great night, Alex. We'll see you in the morning. 27 cents. 28. You're up 38 cents per share if you'd you're up 45 cents if you would have jumped in on my call there. Think about that. 45 cents. Just from my call out at 9.90. 50 cents now. 50-cent profit if you would have picked up my call on that one. Sean says it's a walk, not a base hit. Well, we're being funny. Helene from Holland. They were making fun of me for not calling out sound at 4 o'clock. So I was being silly and I called it out at 9.90. And it just went up to 10.54 after I did that. That's a 64-cent increase just from that 9.90 spot. Sound, S-O-U-N. S-O-U-N. Peter got sound from 883 to 1048. That's a nice chunk of profit. And he got it because he listened to a real call out someplace else. Oh gosh. Sounds like you got it right this time. Absolutely. All right. I have been abused enough today. Well, we're still over 10 bucks on that one, so that's good. Anyway. Good night, Peter. We'll see you in the morning. CXAI from 313 to 372. That's a good solid trade, Terry. Have a good evening. Well, guys, I am going to get out of here and I'm going to go get myself something to eat for supper. I will see you guys on the website and on YouTube. I'll see you guys at 6:45 a.m. Eastern Time. And TikTok, I'll log in on TikTok if TikTok is still here at 7:30. So you'll be about 45 minutes about 45 minutes behind us as far as information. But anyway, anytime you guys would like to join our live stream and catch these pre-market runners on news or after hours runners on news, join us on our website, which is wolfpackcommunity.com. wolfpackcommunity.com. There's a link on my TikTok profile. I think there's a link on YouTube. Go to the website, subscribe to the live stream, and join us every single morning at 6:45. So, you guys have a great evening, and I will see everybody bright and early tomorrow morning. Until then, you have a good one. Have a good night.